do do do. We are back, baby.
Hi,
Right, so Rebecca,
Jodie.
episode 1.
It's here.
It's here.
It's here. It's here.
And what was it that we watched?
Oh gosh, what was it? Saltburn.
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 Yeah.
I've already forgotten.
No, you haven't. Oh.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I don't. Now I'm gonna come straight in with a controversial thought.
Oh.
Didn't enjoy it.
I didn't either. I'm happy that you said that because I was really worried that you were going to enjoy it and I wasn't.
I think I enjoyed it, like the cinematography of it. I really enjoyed, like the music. It was really well done.
Yeah, the music was
Everything
amazing.
about it was well done. I was losing interest.
How did you... Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It was a very slow burner at the beginning.
Mm.
I kind of got the twist quite quickly.
But also, this is what bugs me with trailers, because I watched the trailer before I watched the movie.
So did I.
Once somebody tells you there's a twist and a turn or whatever in it,
It ruins it.
I'm then sitting there watching it going, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But, like, how do they promote things without...
That's a difficult one. I think with promotion, and the way they promoted this movie as well, they didn't do well with hiding any of the twist.
No.
Because I wanted to watch the trailer before watching the movie because I wanted to get an idea of what was going on.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I went into it not knowing exactly like anything about it at all. So watching the trailer, I was just like, oh, it's one of these kinds of movies where it kind of dulled that enjoyment for me.
Yeah, same. 100%.
Because you're instantly going,
Yeah.
oh, here it comes. Oh, here
Yeah.
it comes.
Yeah.
And
This is where there was a movie, I can't remember the name of the movie now, but their trailers were all like, it's a romance, and then it was actually like a thriller, but I can't remember the movie, and it's going to really bug me.
I love that kind of thing though.
But like,
That's a good twist.
You go to watch it, and you're like, oh, okay, wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
And then
I was kind of expecting it.
I love that though.
Yeah.
I love that kind of twist. But this one didn't work.
But I also feel like this isn't really my genre that I enjoy 100%.
Same. It was.
So why did we watch it?
It was recommended.
It was recommended.
It was. I had it recommended to myself by a few people.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't talk to people.
I kind of. I only talked to a very small. I'd say a few. It was like 3. But it kind of made me super excited to watch it, and it didn't happen for me. It was.
I think for me, it was the comment that was given to me was, "Oh, you should watch it. It's weird, but you should watch it." But it almost didn't come across like it was a positive experience.
Is that weird in a good way or a bad way?
Now, don't get me wrong, the actors and everything in it, amazing.
Oh
yeah.
So I wanted to get into that straight away. So the 2 main characters, Oliver and Felix.
Yeah.
I really liked the way they presented themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the actor for Oliver anyway, Barry Keoghan. He's an amazing actor because he kind of has that weird thing about him, but he can play so many
Do you know what it is for me?
characters.
It's when he looked dead into the camera, like he was looking into my soul. I John Travolta'd. I got chills and they multiplied. I
Straight down the spine.
Ugh. It was just,
The
and then, but then it also like started to tilt, didn't it? It's like he's and then he's like,
Yeah, he kind of had that creepy smirk.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah.
Not sure about you, my friend.
yeah,
I did think he was a great character to use, like a great actor to use for that character.
100%. And Jacob Elordi, he was Australian. I spent the whole time judging his
I
accent.
was waiting for like a few slip-ups.
I was like, but it is. I
Australian
quite often
British really well though.
I quite often slip into Australian.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You
I do
a lot.
Yeah.
And it's the worst bit is I try and answer in Australian and I'm terrible at the accent. It does not work for me.
Yeah. It's I've got asked if I'm Australian so many times.
That's what I mean. I
Yeah.
think a lot
It's
of...
the way that we move our mouths are very similar.
Yeah, but I've noticed a lot of Americans will
Get us confused. Yeah.
between British and American and Australian.
When I went to, I was about to say the New Forest. Many Americans in the New Forest.
Yeah.
No. Oh my god.
Dead centre of Britain for all of the Americans. Because that works. You went full rural Britain for the Americans.
The Grand Canyon. That's what I meant to say. When I was at the Grand Canyon.
All right.
Yeah. I got asked by so many Americans if I was Australian.
It's because I think though with Americans, if you had a British and an Australian literally talking at them, they would be able to guess which one's which.
Oh yeah.
But when it's singular British accent, anyway, both of the actors brilliant in their roles. Yes. I really enjoyed their dynamic.
Yes.
It was, but that kind of ruined the twist because I could see it straight away with Oliver.
100. Yeah. I even wrote myself a note saying the twist is at the beginning.
Yeah. And just a quick one for anyone listening, there is going to be spoilers.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Go watch the movie,
do you know
come
what,
back.
Has really stuck in my mind was the crunchy bar.
Yeah.
When he was handed the crunchy bar, I'm thinking, they're not that big. I know it was set in the 90s.
No, it was set in 2006.
2006.
That's why they had the Christmas scene. The cheeky girls. Did you not hear that playing in the background?
I was wondering. I was like, oh,
yeah.
God.
So as soon as that stuck with me.
We are the cheeky girls.
No, it was a Christmas song. It's so terrible. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this feels so 2006. But
it felt very British. The whole thing felt really British. Did you
not find that quite a lot of the scenes felt very Skins?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I also wrote, I was like, it felt like
I jotted that down
British
instantly.
TV.
Yeah. I think this movie would have worked really well as a series rather than an actual movie, where they could have actually left the whole twist thing out of the trailer, done it as a series, really done a slow burner, so that twist wasn't so obvious from the beginning. I think it would have worked better as a series, but then it would have really felt like Skins.
It would have been Skins.
Yeah.
It was just Saltburn. Skins.
Yeah, a lot of the characters kind of reminded me of certain characters from Skins as well.
Yeah, I get that 100%. I really enjoyed watching Richard E. Grant. Yeah, he was. He is
as Sir James.
Sir James. I'm pretty certain that is who he is in life.
Oh no,
that's not acting. That's just turning up.
He was way too comfortable in that position.
Oh, yeah.
He loved it.
Do you know what? Actually, I really enjoyed is the part where I can't remember his character's name. Felix was walking Oliver through the house.
Oh,
it made it feel like you were actually there.
Yeah.
And you could a sense of how big the property is.
Yeah.
Because normally, whenever you watch like these royal programs and that, you only ever see one room.
Yeah. And
it
feels like a scene.
Yeah, it feels like a stage.
Yeah.
Like there's no like, oh, okay, this room connects to this room, blah blah blah. You got to go up the stairs, down the stairs, round.
But
the
way
corner.
he followed from bedroom to bathroom to bedroom,
yeah,
but it also made it feel like yes, you can get lost there because you there's so much going on.
Well, yeah, and then he goes and we'll meet in the library. All right, yeah, where the hell is the library?
You didn't show me that one, mate.
Where the butler is that didn't like him from the start.
Yeah, Duncan. Yeah.
He knew.
He had a good eye.
Yeah.
He had a really good eye.
Yeah.
But it was one of those characters that kind of like came and went.
Yeah.
He was like in a few scenes, did his part, and then was like, I'm done for the day.
Did he die?
Not that. So I have questions about this. There is a few characters that kind of just poof and disappeared.
The cousin guy, he disappeared. Well, he got told to leave. Yeah.
Well, he didn't get told to leave. He got told to go to his room, because the police were going to search his room because Sir James said he's going to send the police up to his room. Yeah. And then we don't see or hear from Farley again.
Do you reckon?
Is he still in that room?
What also the poor dear Pamela. She just disappeared. Do you think they murdered her?
They did say. Did you not catch that scene where
Rosamund Pike? No. Rosamund Pike? Rosamund Pike? Rosamund Pike.
So she said, "Oh, Pamela died."
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
How? When? Why?
No.
Was
And
that
it's
Oliver?
after they decided to send her away at night.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
to me sounds a bit like...
But that's why I was a little bit more questioning it.
Mm.
Because did they actually send her away, like they were going to do with Oliver,
Yeah.
and Oliver got hold of it? Oh yeah, because that's the twist, by the way. My bad.
Spoiler, Oliver's a killer.
It just kind of, nothing happened. It was just like, oh yeah, by the way, Pamela's dead. We'll move on. But I think that kind of works for the characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially for Elspeth and Sir James.
Yeah.
Because they kind of shut down for anything that was to do with death.
I felt throughout watching the thing, like, I can see where they tried to make the family look like they're the ones that probably were doing all the killing.
Yeah.
But something was amiss. It wasn't quite...
I think they weren't developed enough for us to actually feel that.
Or was I just expecting too much? Because I've heard so many things and just expected.
I think we ruined it a little bit for ourselves.
Yeah.
But that was the whole point. Looking into it, watching it, and then going, What did you give it out of 5?
I gave it a 3.7.
I gave it a 3, dead on 3.
Yeah.
I was like,
But I really enjoyed, like, the like I said, like, the music and the direct. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah. The scenery.
I really enjoyed, like, the graphics that they used at the beginning for, like, the titles and that.
What did you think about the aspect ratio?
I thought I did something wrong. I won't lie. I thought I'd pressed a button on my TV.
So I
restarted it. And I was like, oh no, it's not me.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
On the TV. And it came up actually, like, blown up. So there was,
so it also...
Yeah, so I actually, like, it skipped the top and the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought there's definitely something wrong. Because I read that the aspect ratio was meant to be 4:3.
4.3. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, there's something wrong. So I then had to come out of the app completely on my TV and actually use it through my Fire Stick. And that's when it finally did it on the aspect ratio. So I don't know whether anyone else has actually watched it incorrect.
I'm sure people wouldn't carry on watching it.
But it looked absolutely fine. Because of the way it was filmed,
yeah, but there
everything
was
was
lots
still
of close-ups
like
to
central.
people's faces in that.
Because I noticed it
Come
when,
on, Amazon.
like, literally, it was just a scene of you following Oliver into Oxford University.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something wrong. So I wonder if that's, like, if anyone else has, like, pointed that out.
I don't know. Do you want me to email Amazon?
Have a look, will you?
Amazon
You're
Prime.
meant to do your research.
Help desk at Amazon Prime.
After watching the movie, I was thinking maybe something, like, I was missing something. Maybe, like, some of it was reshot or some of it was rewritten at some point.
Yeah.
But no.
No. I feel like, for me, it's a one-time viewing. Although I did watch it twice. It's a one-time viewing.
So did I. But you don't need to watch it twice.
I watched it twice. But the second time I watched it, I was trying to see if I could see the tells that I knew were coming.
But you saw it the first time.
What? True.
A lot
And
of
do you
it
know,
was so
do you know what got me?
clear.
You know, he was like doing the voiceover at the beginning where he's like, looks like he's doing an interview with a camera. Just before the titles hit, he goes, and they stop him just before he says something. From that moment, I was thinking, well, I wrote, I think he hates him.
Yeah.
At the end, towards the end, when like it's a few years later,
Oh, yeah.
and like he's aged up, it looks so well done.
I was really surprised on that.
He looks like he'd actually aged
And matured.
Yeah.
Especially in the face.
Yeah, because normally they're just, we'll just change their hair.
Yeah. We'll give him some better clothes. But, like, his whole face looked like it actually matured. And I think that was the way he was presenting himself. Because if you watch the beginning, he's very slouched.
Yeah.
He's quite inverted in himself.
We're both sitting here slouching.
Yeah, as if, and then at the end, he's very shoulders back. He looked taller as well, or was that just me?
Yeah, he looked more hench as well.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. So I wonder how long between the first scene and the last scene being filmed, how long that was.
But then again, he was wearing was he wearing a long sleeve t-shirt?
Yes.
So it could have been a suit.
Yeah, but sometimes you can notice that, especially around the collar.
Round the collar.
Yeah. It's
he
round
wearing
the
a
collar, around
scarf?
the waist. No, he wasn't. But I did like Elspeth.
Yes.
I loved her character.
Same.
She was so well played. She's a great actress anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They're
all really good.
It was a weird bunch of people, though. It was a weird lot to pick from.
The guy that tried befriending him at the very beginning in the school, he was odd.
So, you know who he is?
No.
Have you seen The House of Dragon?
No.
Oh, you haven't? So,
No.
he's in The House of Dragon, and
Okay.
I just swore.
I'll bleep you out in
I
editing.
really loved his character in that because he had like weird kind of stance and he was a little bit twisted. So when I saw him on screen in the movie, I loved it. I thought that was like that instant quirky weird child from.
I did not get that vibe.
I loved it.
I just got, oh, he's a proper weirdo.
Yeah. The weird and wacky. I have studied every single book in all of the libraries I've ever been to, and that is, I think his name was Michael Gavey.
Do you reckon they actually read the books? Like the characters, do you reckon? Because he said, oh, I've read them all. And he was like, even Thingy's Bible. I think he was lying then. I think he was lying from the second his mouth started moving in this movie. I think it's all been lies.
So Oliver, like his first interaction that we really see him actually being Oliver, rather than introducing himself to people at Oxford Uni, was in the room with the professor and Farley. Almost sounded like a professor when he was speaking to Farley anyway. So as soon as that came through, I was like, you seem a bit snidey.
Yeah. Oh, are you hungry?
No, I think it's just singing a song of its people. After we've done the meet and greet with Oliver, Felix, a little bit of Farley, like their life in uni, they've gone drinking at the pub and this, that and the other. And he's like, the scene where he goes to pay for the round of drinks.
Yes.
So he gets peer pressure into doing the round of drinks.
Yeah.
And Felix is a bit like, oh, it's a bit expensive for him. I've got all the money. And then you've got Michael, the creepy dude with the glasses in the back, like, I've just been abandoned by my friends. And then just leaves. He was
Didn't see that.
Did you not see that?
No.
So you know where he went to the pub with the creepy dude?
I didn't realise he stayed.
He stayed. So he was there for a couple of minutes. And then Oliver went to Felix and sat at his table.
Yeah.
And then it like cuts back to like the background scene of Michael literally getting up, having a look and being like, well, I've been abandoned now, I'll just leave. So he literally just... And then it goes into the part where Oliver pays for the round. And the way Oliver is looking at Felix at that point is weird.
Yeah.
That's really creepy. Because he's not just looking at him like it was at the end.
Yeah.
Where it actually shows you why he was looking at him that way. It was like a pervy look. That made me uncomfortable. And it just got worse from there. When we start seeing him being a bit more pervy.
Also, he was talking about how expensive that round was for how many people?
It was not that many people. And Jaeger bombs in 2006 were not that expensive.
Yeah, but still, you're in Oxford. You're in Oxford and there's 1, 2, 3, like 6 of you there. It's going to be more than 20 quid, surely.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
You've got to be prepared.
Yeah.
And why didn't he have his card?
He only gave him 20 quid.
I don't know, mate. I'm not paying for you, like, for everyone's.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, but then we're not suckers to peer pressure.
Ah, true. So it goes on to, after the pub scene,
yeah,
it goes on to Felix getting with, what was her name? One of the girls.
Yeah, I don't know.
India,
there was,
I think it was.
There were many.
Yeah. I think it was India. And Oliver just stares at him through the window.
Yes, while smoking. And
what are you doing? Yeah. And he just watches him. I'm sorry, but with the twist at the end, that doesn't quite make sense.
Sucking the bathwater out of the bath and then licking the I can't. My brain just went there.
I was holding that scene purely because I wrote, that made me gag. Oh, I swore again. But what I wanted to question before we got into that scene
shall be known as the...
Don't, that actually makes me want to gag.
I'm going to name this chapter.
It takes us half an hour to get to Saltburn. And my God, it feels like half an hour. So I even double checked. And it is literally half an hour into the movie, you finally, like, see Saltburn.
Yeah.
Oh, does it feel like it?
I mean, if you enjoy this type of movie, absolutely fine.
I think it's because I didn't.
However, because if you enjoy this type of movie, then you don't care how long it takes a story to get there. That's like, you like all the background, you like the lead up and all that. Whereas I much prefer a easier to follow movie. If I have to use my brain too much,
then it's a no from me.
Then it's a no. Watch movies to have fun. Yeah. That's why I don't like scary films. I love scary films.
We have to do a scary film one day.
I've been watching Nancy Drew recently. For the last week, I've been watching this Nancy Drew series.
Right.
And I kid you not, the jump scares in that should not be a thing. Like, at one point, she opens the curtain, and the music's all like happy, and then all of a sudden the hand jumps through, and it's like, "Pah!" Literally jumped so much, my dog fell off the bed. Like, it was amazing. Terrifying. So, no.
Poor little dog, you're just like throwing him off.
I didn't throw him off, I jumped, which made him jump. He just happened to jump.
We have to do a scary movie one day. Please. I love a good scary film. Even if it's not like scary jump scare.
My review will be I watched it with no sound.
No. I am going to force you to watch a scary movie.
I went to go to the cinema to see The House in the Woods.
Cabin
in the Woods.
It's a house?
The Cabin in the Woods. I spent the whole time sitting in the chair like this, sideways on in a fetal position, going, I can't, oh God,
crying to yourself.
I could not sit still, and I'm terrible at sitting still anyway. I just couldn't. Ow! I
so would have loved to have seen it because I find movies. I thought that was a funny movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's not scary. But because I was at the cinema and I couldn't mute it, and I didn't have my special cushion, I couldn't.
Hold on, rewind, take it back. You have a what now?
I have a special cushion.
And what is this special cushion, Rebecca?
It's just like a comfort blanket, for when I'm watching things I don't want to watch that are scary. The night before I went to go on holiday,
I thought you were going to say the nightmare before Christmas. I was like, what?
I went on holiday, I was packing my suitcase.
And you bought your special pillow?
No. Alan.
You're a big girl.
My other half, Alan, one half of the AA club, decided to put a scary movie on the TV whilst I'm packing.
That's fine.
And got to get up ridiculously early in the morning. Did I sleep? No. Do you know why? Because I didn't have my emotional support. So
bless you, darling. Right, where were we in the land of Saltburn?
Oh God!
Oh,
I'd never want to be in the land of Saltburn.
No, not do I to be fair. Well, Venetia, Pamela.
Yeah.
I love those two characters. Wish we could actually experience them a little bit more. Yeah. Apart from, like, not the way Oliver experienced Venetia. That was...
I don't... No.
I have, like, an easy gag, and I...
No. That's... But, I mean, if you can do it, good on you, but no, that is not for me.
But Pamela...
The clean-up.
Oh, stop! Why? Well, at least we saw him clean up.
Oh! Oh, too far.
You were questioning. That's too much. What I was going to say, really wanted to see a little bit more of like their character development, especially Pamela.
Yeah.
Because you could tell she was like an alcoholic kind of addict, something.
Yeah. So, poor dear Pamela, her character, right? The way that she was is classic sign that someone is a very dependent person.
Yeah. So the fact that Elspeth gave her instructions and she instantly went, where? Who? And as soon as Elspeth said, the kitchen, she goes, where's that?
Mm.
How do you not know where the kitchen is? You must have been staying there for however long she must have been staying there. So to think that the fact that the only thing that we saw her really doing was drinking.
Yeah.
How long has she been there and how sober has she been in that time? Because I doubt it was...
I doubt she's been very sober at all.
Yeah, exactly. So I wonder what was going on there. And then we like really,
Alcoholism.
yeah. But then we really get to like meet Venetia and Oliver's weird scene.
Yep. Yep.
And Venetia said to Oliver, "I like you more than last year's one."
Yeah.
Like we understand later on in the movie that she meant Felix's old friend that they had a fling with
Yeah,
last
but this
year.
this is
But
where I
this
think
is
where they're trying to play it off like it's the family that are going
Right?
do it. Bit like that games night thing where it's like not games night, whatever that movie is called, where
yeah.
the family.
where it's like the who did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I think they were trying to.
They were trying to cover up that twist.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
No.
It really didn't work.
So
And then,
my first
and
word.
then just wanted to mention breakfast the next morning after that issue where Venetia and Oliver were outside Farley's bedroom.
Yeah.
That was so awkward to watch
Yeah.
because I felt a lot of what Farley was going through. Like
Yeah.
that must have been
But also,
absolutely
she
gross.
said she was going to stay at the dinner table, and she did not.
No,
She
no,
lied.
she didn't.
She got up and went. "Bleh."
But Oliver did pick on that later on.
Yeah.
Which also shows his like controlling, manipulative personality there. Which is shown throughout the whole movie, which I think is why the twist didn't work very well at all.
Yeah, it's almost like the edit should have saved all of that for the end. You know, like when they go back and they show him putting the pin in the tyre
Oh yeah.
and all that. If they'd saved a lot of those bits for there as well.
But they did break through the surface quite a lot
Hmm.
throughout, so you kind of saw all that coming. A lot of it happening before they were like, "Oh, by the way, this happened." Well, yeah, like we saw it.
Yeah,
We saw that from a mile away.
yeah,
So I don't think that helped. I understand that they've got to do like a character development, especially with Oliver, the way the movie is trying to point out.
yeah.
But it did not float my boat. I
No,
really
it-
wanted it to be good.
This is the thing. Like, it is good.
It's shot good. There's good movie. It's got a good script.
Yeah. But it's just not my favourite.
No.
But it's basically.
There's a lot of holes that I can pick in it.
Yeah.
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 Boy, did it drag. Why is it 2 hours?
I know. I paused it to see how long left
Yeah.
it had.
And I was like, not even halfway.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was painful. Why was it 2 hours? It did not need to be 2 hours. And I think that's because they wanted it to be like a shock horror twist.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But this is again where I feel like if the trailer had just not said, oh, like with all the reviews from all these people on it saying a gothic thriller for a summer never to be forgotten, and you're just like, okay, well, you've just told me it's a thriller.
But it
For a
didn't feel
start.
like a thriller though.
But because those words were used, I'm like thinking, okay, here we go. Here's all the where's all the murders?
It did feel like they were trying to change like the age rating.
It's rated R in America.
This is what I mean. So it's rated what, 15 here?
Something like that. Yeah, but we're hard as nuts, aren't we, over here?
Yeah, but
You
it's
know,
listed as a thriller, so I was expecting like proper
Ooh.
thriller. But I was expecting it to be like proper thriller,
Yeah,
especially at 15. But
yeah.
it kind of wasn't. It
No.
didn't feel like that to me.
I mean, even I could watch it really comfortably.
Yeah, that's saying something.
That's saying something.
Did you
I
have
didn't
your
even
comfort
have
pillow?
my comfort pillow,
Oh!
my emotional support.
She's growing up. She's growing up.
I'm a big girl.
I bet you wish you had a vom bucket though.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm just becoming a little bit numb to life because I didn't react at all to when he was like eating his cereal.
So, I want to mention something to you
Uh-oh.
that I thought was really weird. So, at the end,
Mm-hmm.
where it goes back to his beginning monologue, where he's like, well, actually, I hated him.
Yeah.
Hated someone that much? Why
Well,
did you sack his cum out
Well,
of the
he
bar?
did say it was like he loved him and hated, but
But
I think what he actually
Bex,
loved.
I love you, but not that much.
Thanks.
And I definitely don't hate you that much. That's a weird thing to do.
I can't look at bathtubs the same ever again.
It was the noise.
Or
It was the noise.
or
for
dug
me.
up soil. I'm never going to be able to look at dug up soil the same way ever again.
So I wanted to cover that. Why? If
Why
he
did
hated
he-
him that much, that's a second move that he did. Well, actually, there was multiple.
I think he was in love with him, but wanted the money more. I think.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's like a line.
because I think I've just had a stroke. I think his first plan was to get with the guy to get the money,
Yeah.
and then because he was being shot down.
Yeah, it didn't.
Which
quite
is
work
why
for him.
he then drugged him, I think. Because he literally got... But then he put the drugs in there before he went over to him.
So this is another thing. I know that there's like British police. They're not quite as high standard as.
I would have put A plus B equals C.
Exactly right.
Hell.
They would have been like, "We'll do an autopsy. Oh, we found this in his system."
But I think
Where did that come
I think
from?
he OD'd. Like he'd already had drugs, so
Yeah.
I think he probably used cocaine or something.
That's probably why it's like Farley also.
It's
just
probably
suddenly
why he
disappeared.
mentioned the drugs at the table to tell him to go.
Yeah. Have a look that way, kind of.
That
thing.
would make sense why his dad overreacted to the drugs.
Oh. How did you feel about Sir James and Elspeth's reaction to Felix's death?
Well, I thought hers was very staged. He was in denial. He was like, "Got to get him warm. Got to get him warm." So I think he was in like, "Not my son." It felt like,
It's like
she
he
was
just needs to wait.
when we first
kind of
see
thing.
her there. She's like facing away from everything. But then she turns around. And she's like, "Right, let's go have dinner."
But if I rewind back to Pamela's dead,
Yeah, there was nothing.
and I think that's what she was trying to do with Felix.
Like, just play it off.
Yeah, let's go back to normal. Let's go have dinner because
Yeah.
it'll all be fine in a bit.
Yeah.
But it did fit. Yeah, she has lost it at that point.
Yeah.
So I did actually really like her reaction, purely because it showed like a mother who has just lost her only child, really, like prime son.
Mm-hmm.
And she is fully like, going back to normal, it'll be all right in a bit. But then when they're sitting at dinner and Duncan has to pull the curtains.
And I did notice it was only her and Oliver eating.
Yes.
And it always goes red.
And then like Sir James's reaction when Duncan couldn't pull that curtain and he was just like, "Just pull the goddamn curtain." That was great.
Yeah.
Because that was fully
yeah.
like, "I've had enough now. We need to stop."
Yeah.
I can't see him go past the window.
No. It was just the sound.
Farley's reaction was brilliant, where he was like trying to hold it all in,
Mm-hmm.
and then everything is like piling up, and it's all like turning into a volcano of emotions, and he's just bursting at the smallest thing. I really like that.
Yeah.
That's how Elspeth should have been.
Yes.
Like the smallest things was like a huge bonfire.
Yeah.
Your son is dead,
Yeah, I was waiting for her reaction, like
like Farley's.
Sir James.
Also, where he bursts.
like you just like God damn it, and then like
Yeah.
slam your fork down or
I
something.
thought that was so good. I thought
Yeah.
that was really good. It's
Yeah.
like the smallest thing, but it really worked for his character.
Yeah.
That was good. And I think that also like shocked Oliver. That was when Oliver was really trying to plant that seed with Elspeth, where it's like, "Yes, everything is fine. I'll talk about this instead."
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
He was trying to get that connection.
That's when I was getting a weird vibe from him.
Oh, I got a weird
I mean,
vibe from the Farley incident.
little bit
when
concerning.
he went into Farley's bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Which we haven't mentioned yet.
Oh yeah.
Is that just? I think it's all just a way of
Controlling the situation.
yeah, Oliver trying to
Because
control
that's why
the
he
people around
smashed the glass. At first, I thought he smashed the glass and then went into that room with a shard of glass and was going to like stab him in the penis or something.
him. Bit dramatic there.
Well, you know, he
I
was
wasn't
sitting...
thinking directly there,
Well, you
but
know, he was doing stuff there, so that would be the location.
yeah. Oh, and when the glass got fixed, and he was like,
Yeah. Didn't come back to that, did we?
No.
Who fixed it?
because the maids do everything as well.
Mhm.
Because there was a lot of stuff
So
where
the
like,
maids must have known that he was the killer.
oh, God knows. Everyone just seemed to have just like turned a blind eye. That's also what I got annoyed with. Where did Duncan go? He knew the ins and outs of everything. At the end, when Elspeth found Oliver again,
Yeah.
which was also apparently twisted, he apparently twisted that.
Yeah, because he was just typing nonsense
Yeah.
on his keyboard, so he hunted her down.
Did he not ask her, "Oh, where's Duncan now?" And she said that he's still at Saltburn and that he should come and visit.
Yes, yes.
So where did Duncan go? Did he get rid of every one of the workers at Saltburn?
I don't know. You would like to think so, considering he pranced around naked. I wasn't expecting to see everything. Then I saw
I saw a lot more than I was.
I was not expecting the bounciness of it all.
All the way through the whole movie, there was a lot of sexual references. There was a lot of like sexual activities going on.
Yeah.
We haven't actually seen any private parts, male or female.
No.
And then at the end, that was a good
You
3 minutes.
just see a man dancing naked.
But at first, it was just from behind. So you thought, okay, we're not going to see everything at the front. Oh, we do.
Yeah.
We even see it waving in the wind as he goes round in circles. I don't have a penis. I was quite fascinated at the way it actually moved when he went round in circles. Right? The way it kind of just floated and like pointed like a campus.
I just kept thinking, surely that, like, is that not going to hurt if he gets it trapped? Like,
All I was thinking was he was going to turn wrong and hit it on the table.
knock over the vase.
The way he spun and it just kind of floated in the air like a compass, trying to
Do you know
find
what it reminds me
north.
of? You know those spinning top things?
Like, I really enjoyed the sound choice for that.
Yeah.
I really did.
On the dance floor.
Yeah, it really worked.
You better not get
But did it not feel like it went on for a while?
Yeah, I also don't think he was listening to that song when he was actually dancing.
Absolutely.
Because there was a bit where it's like, and she goes, "It's murder on the dance floor," and he like reacts too late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
they've added
wrong
this song in
time.
afterwards.
I wonder if they chose a different one. I want to know whether they chose a different one. So I wanted to cover, what did you think he was going to do to Elspeth at the end, where he pulled her?
Yeah, I kept thinking he was just about to like rape her or something.
I thought something really dodgy was going to happen because
Yeah.
he's been dodgy throughout the whole
he
thing.
humped a pile of dirt. Like, I mean,
He's done a lot more than that.
So, yeah.
Like the whole "I'm a vampire" scene. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like he's done a lot worse. So when he was in that like monologue scene that we've seen from the beginning, we've now elaborated what he was actually saying,
Yeah.
and it's Elspeth in the bed
Yeah.
with her ventilator.
Yeah.
How did she get into that state? What did he do? He must have been like poisoning her over time or something.
Yeah. Because he was wheeling her around and she was all floppy. And I thought she was dead at first.
I thought she was dead in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
When he was going
Maybe,
through the...
but then
Oh.
that timeline wouldn't work for them to go, oh, this is him wheeling her around dead. Here's her on a ventilator.
Yeah. So it must have been... He was doing something over time.
Yeah.
And it slowly destroyed her, was killing her off. Now she's on a ventilator.
Yeah.
And then he kind of does his little monologue to her about whether he loved, hated, or was in love with Felix.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we've elaborated that. But why did he pull that cover off of her so slowly and then just climb onto her like a little koala?
And I thought he was going to put his head in like her groin, but then he puts it on her chest.
And it was like a motherly cuddle rather than like his weird ass creepy.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of pulls the ventilator out of
Yeah,
her,
which
out of her mouth.
I'm pretty certain they're gonna know. They're gonna see
that has been pulled.
that it's been pulled out.
And then there's no helpers in the household
No.
anymore. He's dancing around naked for a good like 3 minutes.
However long the song is.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like there's no Farley. He's just disappeared.
Yep.
Like Venetia. Oh, we didn't cover Venetia.
Dead.
Dead in the bathtub. And it, yeah, pretty much.
Dead.
After Oliver was very like intimidating to her.
Yeah.
And she was
But
like,
then
I know exactly what is going on. She knew.
That's why she had to go.
That's why she had to go.
That's why she
Because
had to go.
he realised, oh no, she saw between the lines.
Yeah.
So she's gone. Farley, don't know what happened to him. Elspeth died. How long was he waiting to get Saltburn?
I don't know, because they like panned it back to like his first visual scene of Jacob. What's his name again?
Felix.
Felix. Like, I'm forgetting the movie as
Did he
instantly as I'm.
Instantly know then that Felix had an
Wow.
estate?
He must have known that he had money. Maybe not to that extent, or he researched him before he went because he knew a lot.
He did know a lot.
He knew what story to tell about his parents that
knew
weren't
it.
true.
We
That
didn't
his
cover any
dad
of that.
died.
His mum was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Got really playing on Felix's heartstrings for Felix to go.
See, if I was Felix, I would have left him there. I wouldn't have let him back in the car.
Yeah, I would have literally just left him at his parents and been like, I'll drop your stuff off later. Or I'll send it
Yeah.
in the mail or whatever.
Cancel the party.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
But he was just like, oh, we've already planned the party now. We've already got 200 people arriving. You've got to come back to Saltburn with me,
Well,
even
if
though
you
I
weren't
realise
such
that
a
you're
nice-
creepy.
If you weren't such a nice... Oh,
You
God.
can't yawn.
I can. Witness.
Witness.
I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought.
Letting him back in the car, taking him back to Saltburn.
Yeah, just don't do it. I'm sorry if I caught you in like the world's biggest lie, I'm like, see you later.
Yeah. My whole life is a lie. My brother isn't named Stuart.
No,
I knew it.
we were bonding so well.
But like, if it was a huge issue like that, like I would have left him behind. He's obviously got a happy family there, like his parents. Why haven't his parents never questioned Oliver on why he just
The mother
never
is
came
very clearly sad that she never sees her son.
back? Yeah.
The dad obviously knows more because he was just like, just let him.
He's a young lad. He's in uni. Leave him to it. It's He's a meddler. He did meddler.
What even is that from?
I can't remember. It's like Scottish though, isn't it?
There's been a matter.
What is that from? Oh, that's going to
Oh,
really annoy me now. But my end view on this movie, wanted to really enjoy it. Did not enjoy it as much as I was hoping to. And it felt so long. I don't know how I managed to watch it twice.
Yeah.
Once is enough.
I didn't like it.
You really wanted to.
Yeah, I really want to lie and be like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Like we said before though, the music's great.
Yeah.
The way it's shot is great. There's a lot of artsy-fartsy moments where I was like, they're really trying hard there. Because the director is Emerald Fennell?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen...
Promising Young Women.
Oh. I was going to say, I don't think I've seen any of their work.
Academy Award winning.
Is this Academy Award winning?
What we're doing right now?
No, Saltburn.
Saltburn.
Don't play me like that. Don't put me on the spot.
Saltburn is not the Academy Award winning.
Women is. I would say a lot of the acting was really good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The characters, I wish I knew more. There was too many characters to try and do like a backstory for each of them.
Yes, yeah.
That's why I think it would have worked better as a series.
It a little bit reminds me of, like Knives Out and things like that, where there's lots of characters and things. But
because that's what
maybe it's literally just his view of like. So once they leave, because he's not seeing them, you don't see them.
Yeah. Because we are literally following his footsteps from beginning to end.
Yeah. That could be the view that they went for.
But I found everyone but Oliver more interesting. And I don't think that works for a movie following one person.
No.
Because I wanted to know...
he's played the characters so well. Like what makes me worry a little bit that he's a little bit creepy in real life. That means he's a great actor. He's a
brilliant actor in this role.
Yeah.
But he does play a lot of
The last thing I
creepy
saw
people.
him in was Eternals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in Eternals.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
I really enjoyed that movie as well. Shall we talk about Eternals?
Let's
Okay.
talk about Eternals for the next hour.
He was in Dunkirk as well.
Haven't seen Dunkirk.
Dun dun Dunkirk.
Brilliant. Well done. Round of applause.
He was also in the last, very end scene of The Batman, the 2022 one.
Who's
Batman?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So at the end, where like the Joker, spoiler by the way, is Barry believes
because it didn't actually suck.
No, it didn't.
I full on was expecting it to suck.
I was expecting it to as well, so I didn't watch it in the cinema.
I mean, I also thought the same about Ben Affleck.
So did I. But he actually worked quite well.
Yeah. Do you know what I've learned about myself? I don't know the names of things.
Oh, I'm terrible with
It's that old thingy from that show with the person.
You know, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
Because I wasn't really enthralled by it, I couldn't even be bothered to write many notes.
I got very distracted. That's why I was writing notes. Because I was getting a little bit bored.
Yeah,
It was definitely not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
We can have cup of tea.
Yeah, cup of tea.
But I was a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, same.
Because I really wanted to like it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The fact that so many people told me to watch it, or like they're going, oh, have you watched Saltburn? And I'll be like, nah, hadn't even heard of it. But then again, I don't watch normal TV or watch anything with adverts.
No, never
so
do
I never know about, unless it's Doctor Who, I do not watch
Yeah.
TV.
But I think that's why, like, we were blind to it.
Yeah.
So 3 out of 5 for me.
Well, now I've spoken out loud how I feel about it. I feel like 3.7 is too high.
It is too high, darling.
Too
That
high.
is too high. Especially if you're doing it out of 5.
Yeah.
I think my one quite average because it was 71%.
It wasn't
on...
a bad film. In my opinion, not a great film.
Yeah. So
it should be down the middle.
I don't think we're alone on this. Though.
No.
Because it was 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's quite high, though.
It is, but like when you put it into like 5 stars like we're doing,
Yeah.
3 out of 5 times that's
True.
the same.
True.
And then you've got
True that.
7.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
To me, 7.5 out of 10 I've got written down for IMDb.
Oh, maybe it's gone up, or maybe it's gone down.
It's probably gone down.
Probably gone down.
Yeah, I wrote this a long time ago. It felt like a long time ago.
It
Before the
did feel
movie
like it.
started, I wrote it.
But it got released in November.
Did
I
it?
didn't realise it. Yeah, 17th of November.
Jeez. Have we got any more thoughts on this movie?
Not really.
Don't watch it.
I don't. Like,
No.
I
think you should watch it, but don't watch the trailer beforehand and don't listen to this podcast. Well, that's
So we've
it.
done our views.
See you later. Right, well, I don't know how you're supposed to end these things, so bye.
Peace out.
Subscribe.